Wow, the Author-a-Thon, bringing authors together in a community where they support each other. And, you can never have enough chefs in the Author-a-Thon because that means you're taking the book home and you bring it to the kitchen and you're having an amazing experience every single day. So,
Everyone's
Jerry,
got to eat, Ken.
everyone's got to eat, but I got to tell you, the way you are, everyone eats well and feels like a king. And by the way, if you're a woman, you feel like a queen. So, just so we're clear, I go to all Jerry's tastings and I feel like a king when I leave. You do the best job, Jerry. It is
Thank you.
amazing. I bugged you for 25 years about doing this book, and I'm glad you pulled the trigger last year. It's a beautiful book. It's a book that I'm so proud that you created with all the passion you have.
Your help was very beneficial in making this happen, so I appreciate that. Yes,
Well,
and we're
I'm
going
gonna
to get
turn
a second one coming up soon.
yes, and I'm gonna turn the floor over to you. Please tell people who you are, why you did the book, and how the book makes a difference in the world.
Okay. My name is Jerry Edwards. I'm chef in the Baltimore area of Maryland, and I started my love for food when I was very young, about 3 or 4 years old. I would just marvel at watching my grandmother cook and make pastas and make tomato sauces. And she was just an amazing woman. And I think I was her favorite. Actually, I know I was because she told all the other grandchildren that too. So, other grandchildren, if you're listening, I was the favorite grandchild. But she really inspired me. My mother as well. She was a great cook as well. So I really learned from mother and grandmother, and many chefs will tell you that that's really where they got their inspiration, of course, from their family. I took it a step further. I wanted to go to culinary school. My parents said your grades are too good. You really need to get a profession where you can earn a good living. Well, I didn't listen to them, unfortunately, but fortunately, I did listen to them. I did because the truth is, I absolutely love what I do. I've always loved what I do. Cooking is a passion for me. When I started messing around the kitchen 6, 7 years old, I would just go off on my own and I would make a big mess of the kitchen. My mother would have a fit. But the truth is, she loved what I did and she inspired me. Every Friday after school, she'd pick me up and we would drive to the fish market. We'd get fresh fish and we would do a different dish every Friday night. That was kind of our time together. So that was always a lot of fun. As I looked into a career, I went to college to become a psychology major. Maybe I was going to become a psychologist. After a couple of years, I realized that cooking really was my passion still. I'd gotten a few jobs working in the food industry, and I really just had a calling for it. So I opened up a little sandwich shop where I would create daily specials over and above the sandwiches, which is where I was able to get my creative juices flowing. And it just grew and it grew and it grew. And that was in 1983 when I started. Today, I now have a restaurant and a really wonderful catering company and a great team of people that do fantastic work. I don't work in the kitchen any longer. I work behind the computer, unfortunately, for some of my days. But when you get to be my age, 66 years old, it's tough to be on your feet all day long. So I very much appreciate the chefs that I have hired and trained and worked with over the years, mentored. So we came out with a cookbook, and the cookbook is 40 years of culinary from Chef's Expression. So Chef's Expression is the name of my company. We started that again in 1983. This cookbook kind of shows the different foods that we prepare and have prepared for catering. So I'm not sure you can see these pictures, but some really beautiful pictures have happened. This is some of them were done by chefs that have worked for me, worked with me. Some of them I've done myself. Um, it's really a collaboration, and that's what chefs do. We all collaborate together. Many charity events we work together, and we really create a great sense of community within the chef culture. And I love that about the chef culture. It doesn't matter what you believe in, doesn't matter what your religion is, doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter your skin color. None of that really matters. It just matters what you put on the plate. And we all respect each other, and it's a great community, the chef's community.
It is indeed, Jerry, and because people may not have seen a clean shot of that, hold up just a little higher, please.
Is
It's a
that better?
yeah, it's a gorgeous book, and I do want to show it off on Amazon as well. So this is Amazon. This is Seasons of Taste, 40 Years of Chef's Expressions. And I can tell you, I have more food shots from Jerry's events than probably any other chef in the world. He is a national chef. He takes people to Italy, France to experience what it is to enjoy food, to enjoy life. And I can't encourage you enough to get this book. We're going to go ahead and make this into a Kindle version soon, Jerry, and maybe even a hardback. But I just want to say an amazing book, and I love the fact that you did Seasons of Taste because it's such an opening to seasons of different things, and I applaud you
Well,
for
for me, seasonality
that.
is so important, and that's really why I called it that because every season I cook differently. Summertime, I cook lighter, fresher stuff we grow in our gardens. In the wintertime, I'm cooking more earthy, more warming, heartwarming things, stews and braised foods. So it's a different, and every season's different, and I just love the seasons. That's why I love living in the Northeast. Although I may be bound for the South soon.
Well, you make me want to. You made me very grateful. I live close to you, but I wish I lived even closer. So I think
That makes one of us.
I think exactly. I think I've done 100 dinners with you, 100 wine dinners. My math was
At
pretty close.
least.
Yeah. Well, our company, when I'm traveling, has done probably another 200. But
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
are brilliant, if not a genius, at how you pair wines. And sometimes I'm praying that you're going to call me for the wine tasting before the pairing. And
You've been invited before. You've been invited.
so the one thing I'll say is if you're in Maryland, DC, Baltimore specifically area, if you don't go to the Gramercy the once a month to experience the wine genius of the pairing of a 5 course meal typically with tons of glasses in front of you, the best service, and you leave kind of rubbing your belly and going, wow, I have lived. I've lived today. I have lived today. And so I just want to thank you for how many times I've left that place saying, wow, I know Jerry Edwards and what a brilliant man he is to make me feel like a king.
Well, these are very kind words and a little bit more than I need to hear, but that's okay. I
Well, it's how
do.
I feel. It's how I
I
feel.
appreciate. No, I appreciate you very much. You're a good man for sure. Um, can I talk a little bit about the wine suppers and how they're done?
Yeah, let's take a minute to talk about that before we go.
Okay, good. So our wine suppers are unique compared to what most people's wine suppers usually. There's wines that are introduced, and then somebody has a menu that's introduced. They try to put them together. For us, we actually taste the wines beforehand, weeks beforehand. We taste them, we experiment with them, and we design a dish for each particular wine. So that's the important part, is that what you are eating that night was designed specifically for that wine, and that's the only time that you'll have that dish. We don't use that dish again for anything else. It's just for that wine. That's the first part. The second part is what I really, really love about, and I talked earlier about community and chefs community. The community that comes to these dinners, they really appreciate each other. Every dinner is attached to a charity, so the charity receives a nice chunk of money from dinner. These are not profitable dinners for us. These are dinners to expose ourselves, to create, to train our culinary team, to train our front of the house team, and more importantly, to get people together. And that's the beautiful thing. You know that in the 25 years we've been doing these dinners, that we actually have had three people who have gotten married who met at the dinner. Two of the couples actually came with a different date and ended up with the person they met at the dinner. So how's that for creating community? So that's what I'm very proud of. That I'm very proud that we create that experience for people.
And what you just heard Jerry say is something you can experience, but you can also experience it in the book because he does take some of those recipes and put them in the book.
Yeah, and you also get to experience great music because Ken always brings his man there to spin some records for us and beautiful music. It's always themed to the event, so every dinner's themed, and Ken's been a great partner over these years, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate him.
Thank you. All right. Well, I hope you come to a chef's wine pairing dinner and you'll treat yourself and the person you love. And by the way, ask your husband out, ask your boyfriend out, ask someone out that you want to get to marry. So you bring more smiles. I'll tell you, it's so funny how the volume has to go up in the music because the volume of the chatter of everyone having so much fun.
Well, after 4 or 5 glasses of wine, you do get a little more fun, yeah.
Well, and you also educate people on how to be more of a connoisseur of wine and how to really appreciate life at a higher level. So
Yeah,
thank
I
you,
don't think
Jerry.
that wine. Yeah, I don't think that wine should be something that people should be afraid of. It's just grape juice. Let's enjoy it. Some of it's fantastic grape juice. Some of it is okay grape juice, but it's still just grape juice. So let's just enjoy it. Make sure that we enjoy the food and the wine together, and that's what it's about.
Well, thank you, Jerry Edwards. How can people contact you?
So you can go to several different places. The manortavern.com is our main website. That's the umbrella on which Chef's Expressions at the Manor and the Manor Tavern restaurant lie. My email address is very easy, Jerry Edwards at chefsexpressions.com. I've maintained that one because Chef's Expressions was the main originator of this of my career, I guess. Um, and that's, I guess, the two ways you can get to me.
Super. Well, I'm thinking about changing my shirt to whoever has Jerry's experience of wine dinner first smiles first. I think I'm going to do that. So, uh,
Well, the funny thing is, Ken, is that whenever I see you, I smile right away anyway, so we can get the smile stuff out of the way.
well, in closing for this amazing person and this amazing endorsement for his book, I just want to say Baltimore is a city that is benefiting major because Jerry makes sure that every single charity, especially Meals for Wheels and other organizations that care about Baltimore as a community thriving, he has been a partner, a great partner for them. So thank you, Jerry.
Yeah. Well, thank you, my friend.